Deepak Shukla here from Koala, and once again, if you're looking to get a free template that we use to generate up to 7 leads per day, then get the link, click the link in the training below to get access to the exact word-for-word template. So today we're going to be talking about ultimately how to write a good cold email. So I know that sounds quite broad, but I want to talk about some of the mechanics of things that I have seen in great cold emails. So a couple of really key things that I want you to remember as you embark upon your cold email journey, whether it's with us at Koala or anybody else within the community. So the first thing to consider is that you want to really make it sound personalized, okay? So that is using a first name. That's getting, and this is the part that's interesting, and we'll probably go on and do a bit of a different video for this, but you want to try and identify some personal information where and when you can at scale about the business that you're directly speaking to, because otherwise you're going to fall short effectively. Otherwise you're not going to get the return because the video is going to feel too broad. Now there's two ways to approach it if you want to write a good cold email. Get personal information, and you can ultimately write good things, of course, because you've got that personal information. So then you don't need to worry so much with how to write a good cold email. Now, within that, beyond the personal information, there are a couple of things to consider, and probably the two most important things when it comes to writing good cold email is, number one is with him, what's in it for me, okay? What is in it for me? If you cold email me and I read your cold email, what am I going to gain from the process, okay? So you can do ultimately 2 things to satisfy that want, potentially 3, all right? But that's probably the key core takeaway with most conversations that you'll have, in fact. What is it that is in it for the recipient if you're sending them a cold, unsolicited message? What is it that's going to entice them to respond? What can you do and what can you say that will generate that response within them? So really just think about, what it is that you can do. With that in mind, what you need to consider then is having a clear value add, something that you can do for a business like theirs, or for their business because you work with businesses similar to theirs, or some outstanding case study that alludes to a result that you could get for them. It's got to really be contextually relevant, otherwise you're going to struggle, okay? Then it becomes a bit more spray and pray. The second element of writing a good cold email is that you really, this is the second thing, want to entertain or educate your audience, okay? So entertain or educate, right? What do I mean by that? So if you can entertain me, I don't mean writing a comical joke, although that's one of the tools you can use in the entertainment category as part of your repertoire. But entertainment means, you could either educate, you could inform, you could amuse, okay? So really, having a joke is something that you can do. It needs to be treated carefully, but also like maybe a surprising statistic about their industry, okay? Something that's genuinely important to them as a decision maker. And it doesn't directly need to be about your technical implementation of a service or a product, but it can be in relation to, well, hey Deepak, if you're not considering the damage that, sending poor cold, you're probably sending your own cold email. Have you considered the damaging effect it can have for your business if those cold emails are getting blocked and deleted? We offer a free cold email review service. Would you like to take us up upon that? That could be a good example if you know full well that a business is sending outreach at scale, and if you can attach that to a statistic that talks about the damaging implications of sending poor messaging, you've then got some of the components of ultimately a good cold email, especially if you then combine that with the problem with sending bad cold emails, the statistical damage it can cause them, and the offer of a free consultation in line with perhaps an amusing one-liner or entertaining anecdote. You combine and wrap that all together and you begin to get the components of a good cold email. So whilst this is not exhaustive, I hope that really gives you some good insights on how to write effective cold emails. My name is Deepak Shukla, founder here at Send Koala, and please do click the link in the description below to get access to our free training. Catch you in the next one.